What Comcast wanted to accomplish in the store was really bringing to life the ComcastTown.com online property. And as part of that, they really wanted to showcase the new products and services that Comcast was launching and had currently had available to both consumers and businesses.
I'm all about experiential marketing and mano a mano, and really being able to talk to the consumer out there.
So our challenge with the space was to bring to life not only the products and services, but tie it to the current advertising campaign that was going on.
You get the buzz going, they get to talk about products and services, and the buzz really does generate a real good positive feeling about Comcast and our part of the greater Boston community.
We wanted this to be a focal point on Yawkey Way. We wanted everyone to see this space and say, wow, what is that? I want to go check that store out.
James and I went down along with some team members here and also Comcast and some people from the Red Sox. Took all of our measurements, decided where things would be appropriate, things that would really flash, would stand out, certain walls we wanted to have closer to the front so people could see them.
So Brian and I went on the website and here's this building here, this will work, and here's this one, and wouldn't it be fun if we use the fishbowl?
We pulled those out by what would be fun, what we thought would look really cool, what someone walking down the street, Yawkey Way, would look in and see the fishbowl, or they would see the flying saucer or the airplane. So of course we needed buildings because that's part of Comcast Town, but we also pulled the brighter buildings, the flashier buildings.
Brian took an existing design, which was a Comcast Town theme, and created it to fit the space for Comcast Town in Boston. We printed all the images and brought it in and installed it based on his blueprint.
My team was great. I mean, we had some unbelievable talent working on this program, from Rick Taylor, who was our master carpenter, who really brought to life a lot of the three-dimensional buildings and elements that you see in here, to the graphics team, which brought to life all of the visuals that you see here, from design to printing to installation. My graphics team, with Mark Roberts leading that charge, really did a great job bringing that to life.
Right now we're just trying to figure the height based off of Wally being the table sitting right here. Rick did all the prefabrication of all the cabinetry, and I applied all the building graphics when we got them here to the shop and then on site.
Building the store, it was a really tight timeline. We only had 3 weeks from design to execution to opening day. And our goal was to launch the store during the All-Star break, since the street was quiet and we could manufacture everything in the weeks prior out at our Lancaster, Mass studios and then bring it in for installation.
The turnaround time was incredibly quick. When we got designs approved, I think we had a week to produce and install. We printed a section, I ran out there, got it installed, and we kept going with it. So as things came off the machine, they prepped them here, and I took them out and installed them the next day.
So the awning was built in-house, including the canvas wrap. Our metal workers downstairs fabricated it all from scratch.
The only time I really didn't think I was going to make it was when the awning got delayed a little bit in the permitting process. That was the tough thing. I knew we were going to make it in opening the store, but I didn't know if the awning would be up for the opening. And that's such a great piece and a focal point to the store.
That's about where it's going to go, straight up from there.
There were 5 or 6 of us, and we were running around, and we had an anchor issue, but we got the right anchors, and we got the awning anchored into the wall. And then we got the second part up on top, and we had some help from a forklift.
It was tough, it was heavy, it was very intricate, and it was very slow, but in the end, the awning came out great. It was, definitely a work of art once it was installed, but it did take some time to get there. As you approach the store from coming from across the street and looking up at the big awning that you see out front, we wanted to bring to life 3D elements. So we've got a really neat Comcast Town sign that's three-dimensional letters and signage and buildings. When you walk into this space, we really wanted it to be that immersive experience. Looking around the store, you see lots of interactivity, lots of color, lots of three-dimensional objects coming out at you, whether it be buildings or desks or kiosks. And finally, Wall-E. Wall-E, we needed a photograph moment. We needed something that you could go to, that children could interact with and see, so we brought to life Wall-E via a three-dimensional sculpture.
Originally, we were going to do from the waist up of Wall-E holding this table. And then I think somebody else came up with the idea, well, if he's sitting with his legs out, we could have the whole thing. So then we started welding it up and foaming it up and carving it up. He is a steel frame, so we make a steel armature of Wall-E. We spray him with an expanding foam that we can carve down and get the shape of. We had two ways of going. We could fiberglass him and use epoxy and give him, he'd be a much stiffer look, or we could actually use fake fur to give him the real mascot look.
He's really the draw to get in here. And then you see the Comcast On Demand and you can start interacting with the services and really be able to showcase a lot of the high definition and video on demand product that we've got.
All right, can I have your attention? It's 1:30 now. Our goal is by 3 o'clock to have this buttoned up, to really give it a good scrubbing down, start cleaning it up, so that ribbon cutting's at 4:45, so that we're ready to go. We all right with that? Everyone cool with that?
Yeah!
All right, awesome, you guys. Good job, thanks.
Opening day was chaotic. It did go right up to the last minute.
We started early in that morning with all the last minute touch-ups. We were still putting graphics on.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of people going around. There were a lot of technicians from Comcast there.
Then the Comcast Town team had to come in for training and understanding how everything would work in the store and how the store is going to flow and what's going to happen as far as products and services and working with the consumers and talking with the consumers and really making it a fun place to visit. There was a ton of people in the space. There was lots of buzz and lots of excitement, obviously, because at 4:30 we knew that the Red Sox were coming over, that we were really going to have the ribbon cutting, that the press would be here. Mr. Lucchino and all the team, they all started coming across and seeing the space, and it was a fun-filled afternoon.
Comcast Town opening today is the next step in what we hope is to be a long enduring partnership between the Red Sox, Nesson, and Comcast. We are very proud to have Comcast Town right here on Yawkey Way, a part of the ballpark experience.
It is a showroom of the products and services really for people who are from all over New England. John and I, worked hand in hand and really trying to evolve his vision of where this should come from.
I think what this does is connects the sort of visual branding elements to what we do. At the end of the day, what the most important thing is that we have is really our products and how we then communicate those and customer service. So we feel like this is all happening in the store.
The first step we took was not too long ago when we went on demand, Red Sox On Demand.
Red Sox On Demand content is a big part of this deal.
It has been very successful. You've gotten well over 100,000 views on it already, and it's very popular with some people who just want a lot of background stuff, a lot of historical information, and you can get it on Comcast On Demand. It's a place where people can get a lot of information, and information for their home communication systems and their entertainment systems. And we'd urge people when they come to the ballpark to stop over at Comcast Town, right here across from Gate A.
That's great. Here we go. The kids can come in and interact. They understand so much about all of the kids' programming available. Red Sox and Red Sox On Demand are as much a part of New England as Comcast is, and that's what's so great about it.
He saw the store, he wanted to come in. He saw the Wall-E table.
When I go home, we're gonna watch Red Sox On Demand. The Comcast store is cool.
I like the look of Comcast Town. It fits in, the awnings and the Fenway Green, and of course all the modern telecommunications equipment. This is a great addition.